Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All right, we have a really short program because we're trying to finish by Maghrib. So before we begin, I would like to recognize all of the people that helped make tonight possible. Sister Zahra, Sister Munazza, Sister Sahar, and Sister Hala. It's a lot of sisters, not many brothers there. We are here tonight because the Islamic Center of Wheaton is important to all of us. Many of us are here on a daily basis for Salah. But what helps make ICW really special is what it does for our kids. And although there are many different programs for all age groups, the young youth is what ICW is really all about. I'd like to share a quote from one of our presidents, Theodore Roosevelt. He said, "Every kid in them has an aching void for excitement. And if we don't fill it with something that is exciting, interesting, and good for him, he will fill it with something that is exciting, interesting, and which isn't good for him." The Young Youth Program has been supplying that excitement for kids in a way that's beneficial for them, that's good for them, and it can't do it without your support. Jazakumullahu khair for being here today. Now, to properly introduce you to the Young Youth Program will be one of our board members, and actually the youth committee lead. He has 3 kids, all boys, and just one interesting fact about him. There's a lot of interesting things about him, but just one is that he has an amazing watch collection. Dr. Shahzad, please come up here.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. He introduced me a little bit. Name is Muhammad Shahzad, a physician by profession, one of the board members, alhamdulillah. First of all, actually, I would like you to be welcome to this ICW on behalf of the board of directors. We want everyone to be more involved in this organization. We started this organization on the basis that we will support youth. Our main goal in future is to empower youth and to have them run this facility in the future. We might not be here for long. We might not last forever. So who will run this organization? These young gentlemen and the young sisters. I would like everyone to be more involved in this organization. I would like them to come to all the programs that we host for the youth. We want to provide our youth with something that has Islamic value in it. We want the brothers and the sisters who are young right now to grow up as good Muslims. We want to instill that behavior in them which will continue for the rest of the generations. All these volunteers, they are very enthusiastic about spending their time with their youth, and we want to make sure that they learn the value of Islam as well as having fun at the same time, but in a very controlled and Islamic environment. Most of the brothers that we have are very committed to this organization, and mashallah, the way I have seen them, they have committed their time, their efforts, and all their expertise in whatever they are doing to this organization. Mashallah and Jazakallah. First of all, I welcome you all. Number 2, I encourage all of you to please register yourself, your kids, and to be more involved in this organization. This organization is for you. Just do not consider this as a masjid. Consider this as a community center where all the community will come together and will grow for the generations to come, inshallah. Please enjoy the program. Feel free to ask any questions. There are enough volunteers, enough sisters, enough brothers who will guide you through everything. And anything you need, or if any suggestions that you have, please feel free to tell this to all our volunteers and the head of the youth wing, whether it be the sisters or the brothers. Your suggestions are welcome and they are taken very seriously by the board members. And inshallah, if anything can be done by the board, I will assure you that it will be done for your convenience, and everything that we will do will help you, inshallah. Thank you. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair for those kind words, Dr. Shazad. And maybe afterwards you can appraise my watch. It's actually from a very prominent location. Maybe you guys have heard of it, J.C. Penney. Why are you guys laughing? Don't hate. All right, the first group that we are going to talk about has the coolest name, GGT. Can anyone tell me what it stands for? Just shout it out.
Girls Get Together.
Girls Get Together, that's right. All right, so speaking on behalf of GGT is a sister who's a student at UIC and she's studying political science. Please welcome Sister Saleha.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Saliha. I'm one of the leaders for the GGT, the Girls Get Together Club at ICW. We've been running for about 2 years, and the GGT is actually the name that the girls picked themselves. Our normal structure is a halaqa, a craft, and a physical activity, and it's really fun. And sometimes we do special things like a mother-daughter tea. We've done a visit to the Causey Zoo, anti-bullying workshops, and all those kind of stuff. So I hope that you all register your daughters ages 5 to 9, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair, Sister Saleha. I actually like your plan. I was reviewing it and all the emails and messages that you guys send. It just shows how much you care about this program, specifically GGT, what age group is GGT? 5 to 9, right? So I actually have 2 daughters who I am going to enroll in that program, and inshallah, both of them will participate. This will be their first year participating. And for payment information, you can just see Abraham Antar. In all seriousness, you would expect programs like this to cost maybe $100 a month or $200 a month. This program, this young youth program that we have here at ICW, how much does it cost? $10 a month. SubhanAllah, what a deal. Next, we'll have the girls ages 10 to 13, and speaking on their behalf are Sisters Maryam and Laura. This is actually Sister Maryam's 2nd year volunteering for the Young Youth Program, and Sister Laura's volunteered with this group, worked with this group in Ramadan, and she also works for a non-for-profit called U.S. Council of Muslim Organizations. Sisters Maryam and Laura.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sister Laura. Sister Miriam and I are going to be doing the girls age 10 to 13, inshallah, the youth group with them. And like you heard, Sister Miriam did it last year. This is my first year, but I worked with the girls, same age group, during Ramadan, and I really enjoyed it. I got to know some of the girls, and it made me very passionate about working with the youth, and I believe the youth is really our future. Our program, like Sister Saliha said earlier, is going to be a halaqah with activities afterwards, the activities related to the halaqah. The theme of our year is the character of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so we really want to build a foundation in character and manners in the kids before we move on to things like salah and hijab and things like that. So we're going to start with that foundation of building their character. And it's going to be really fun for the kids. There's going to be crafts, outdoor activities, field trips, community building activities, games, and things like that. So we're really looking forward to it. And please register your kids because it's a really great program and very affordable as well. Thank you.
Jazakumullah khair, sisters. This is probably a good time to remind everyone that we will be having a bake sale after Maghrib. So for those of you that are fasting, and even for those of you that are not, please participate. We're actually having a contest between the boys and the girls, but after seeing what the girls have and what the boys have, I don't know if it'll be much of a contest. But and we'll have the boys ages 10 to 13. This group is led by Brother Samir, who is a second-year medical student specializing in emergency medicine. Brother Samir.
Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to begin with a hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he says to take benefit of five before five, and he says your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before your preoccupation, and your free life and your life before your death. So following the footsteps of the best man to ever walk the planet, here he emphasizes to take control and to really get a good grip on your youth, because he's telling us how time flies and whatnot. I think it's very important for us to have this kind of motto in life, where we're taking the guidance of the best of teachers. And so our goal for this program is to, inshallah, to provide a platform for a dialogue, discussion, and education around topics related to Islamic education. And we plan on doing this. We plan on doing this through community services, through educational programs, through religious activism, and through social interactions. And so I don't know if you guys, we have a video to show you pretty soon, but so far, alhamdulillah, we did this program where we went to a Wooddale community church, and we had, there was like a shelter. We got some of the boys to serve some dinner for them, to meet and speak with some of the guys who aren't unfortunately as blessed as most of us here tonight. Alhamdulillah, we also got to set up their bedding. We set up beds and blankets, and so alhamdulillah, it was an awesome experience for most of us. And inshallah, that's pretty much what we plan on doing for the program. We're going to, inshallah, once a month at least do an activity outside of the masjid where we do such activities like that one. Also planning on visiting the cemetery, the sick, the poor and whatnot, and at least have a halaqah every single week. That pretty much sums it up. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll be walking around. We also have Talha and Haris here on the side as well. So jazakumullah khair. Thank you.
What we will do now is we will conclude the program for Maghrib Salah. Now, some of you may be wondering, when we're having a halaqah, when we're having a talk, where is Shaitan? Where does Shaitan sit? He sits with us, right? Sometimes you'll be listening to a really nice talk, and even when you're giving a talk, sometimes you'll be wondering, hey, why is that guy picking his nose when I'm talking? Or why is something, all these things are going on? What happens to Shaitan when the azan happens, when the azan goes on? The Shaitan does what? It runs away. All right, so when we're going to do the azan, please respond to the azan, listen to the azan. Jazakallah khair for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.